thought I baptized you. Can't imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all that you do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs, plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of deer in the light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly. Human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map at a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that?
Yeah.
Do we own that?
Yeah.
We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play. I wait.
I'd rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Did we fly that?
Yeah.
Can we buy that?
Yeah.
We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Kick it!
better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he cuts it back right. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big-bodied receiver with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play here for Dallas. 64 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
One receiver left, three to the right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And now here's a carry heading left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And some room to maneuver. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now they're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3 down. Here we go.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff here.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Jameis on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing again, Winston on second. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. 3rd and long for Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Ten yards still left on second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out comes Houston. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Now let's go. Leopard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Third down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain, and it's second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Miller on the catch over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play fake. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third and long for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky pass.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Winston here to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Now Winston. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.